Oh.
He'll go, "You ready to go and teach?" And I'll be like, "Yeah," and I'll be there, and he won't show up.
uh, I've done that, not on purpose, but I've done that.
Too
All
funny, man.
right. Oh, what are you taking for
I haven't got you
breakfast,
in a
my
while,
friend?
man, so it was overdue.
It was, it was. What are you taking for breakfast? Let me know. I just
Oh,
also
bro,
just took my
my wife, I
breakfast.
told you, she's got she does she has like a big thing of muffin trays. Okay, so like 32 muffins in one, and she does egg, sausage, peppers,
Oof.
onions, and cheese all in one. And then she bakes them. They're like little circles. So I just take them, throw them in the microwave, and breakfast for weeks, man.
That's fantastic. My wife
They're
also
like
did
egg
something
bites,
like,
right?
ooh, nice. Did
I
something,
put hot sauce on it.
oh, nice. Which one? Have you tasted, what is the sauce that we like? Uh, hot sauce? Oh, she's busy right now. It is, oh, come on. Oh, I just sent it to you. I just sent it to you. I just put,
This is what I
oh,
put on it.
sriracha. I see.
Mm. I'm not Mexican. I can't do the ghost peppers like you guys. Okay, I'm not. You know,
Oh,
I like spicy. I don't
mhm.
like spicy when I go to the washroom. Okay,
Just one way, right?
only
One
on
way.
the tongue, not in the. You know.
Oh, for sure, for sure. Oh, by the way, the funny thing it is that this hot sauce, man, I want to say tapachula, but it's not tapachula. I just Cholula, Cholula. I didn't know it. I didn't know about it. And Jacob Maccabee, the Charpran Jacob, when he came visit, he actually told me, "Hey, do you like tapachula?" He showed me the hot sauce, dude.
Oh,
Fantastic.
yeah.
It only spices one way, promise.
Oh, yeah.
So let me get started right here
Ghost
really
peppers,
quickly.
man.
Ooh, those are. I mean, I haven't never had them, but I know they're many times hotter
I've
than a
had a little
habanero.
bite of one, like a little, like a sliver, and I almost died.
Are you kidding me? Those things can actually kill you.
Don't. Number one rule: don't touch your eyes after.
Yes. Holy shit. Yeah, for sure. Don't. Hey, Madrina, how's it going, Madrina? Long time no see. I see that you had some issues with your indicators. Let me know. Create a ticket, tag me in there, and right after the class, we have the plus, and right after that, I'll be there. If support haven't get you up and running, I'll make sure that I do whatever I can to get you ASAP up and running. All right. So let's get started in here really quickly. And let me see if I am recording. And seems like it. Can you do a mic check for me, please?
Chuck, chuck, chuck.
Perfect. That sounds fantastic. All right. So really quickly, optimism. If you guys remember, I was expecting for this to do something like Bitcoin to break out, right? Going for the retest a little bit lower right here because the trend line it's lower and then it's shooting up for the dynamic reactor. So far, the half of the trade has been playing out. We haven't just entered just now, but as you can see, we have the breakout of that trend line and we have 1 week downwards, right? Not quite as what I was expecting, but it absolutely went downwards. I'm going to be looking for my next entry opportunity. As soon as this goes down, maybe I'll jump in for a little long. Guys, this is extremely dangerous, especially because we are on a sell signal below dynamic reactor, below the oscillator, right? The only reason I'm willing to take this long to the dynamic reactor, it's because of the direction of the oscillator. We already have dual or two consecutive bullish diversions would ended up failing. All right. Usually the third one is the charm. And right now, look at the direction of the volume. It's getting ready to break through that zero line. All right. So that is something I'm looking for. So this is going to be in between half of a position or even a quarter of a position. Why? Let me show you why. Look at, please, Kavika, take a mental snapshot of this section coming down range. All right. And let's go check out what happens usually when we have that come down range, right? So this is a little bit bigger, but and nonetheless ended up happening. Look at this coming down range, continuation downwards. Coming down range, continuation downwards. All right. The only thing that I want to call your attention is that right before we drop, we usually make a low and then we hit or we go closer to that dynamic reactor, right? So again, it repeats, we make a low and then we make a push getting closer to that dynamic reactor and then we drop, right? So as you can see, that is the pattern that I'm looking for, but in smaller. So really quickly, this seems to be a flat pause of bearish continuation, right? Where we come down, we make a low, we push closer to dynamic reactor, and then we continue downwards. So I'm just trying to squeeze this itty bitty tiny part out of the market. Talking about squeezing, let's go to VVV because VVV, that was something that we talked about yesterday, if I'm not mistaken, or at least we talked about that on the Piper Academy. Very important. I was looking for a movement to a downside. All right. It did not play it out. As you can see, it took me out. And then I was expecting for, sweep of the lows, break of the trend line, right? And then continuation upwards. The continuation upwards went faster went earlier before I had the rejection down. As you can see, it just happened way, way earlier. Therefore, I was not able to take this trade. If you take a look at that, that was 10 p.m., but it happened within one single candle. So I waited for the retracement. Great. Waited for the goose head in here. And as you can see, it almost played out almost exactly, just a little bit earlier, right? As we were expecting, waited for the retracement, jumped in on the candle right after the retracement. Right now, I have my stop to entry. And remember, this is half of a position. Something that you need to know right now that this is on extreme leverage. For me, that is somewhere around, well, it's 70x, just so you know. And I already have taken profits and moved my stop to entry. All right, let me show you why I'm being so cautious and then taking the trade as little as is. Number one, we are on a previous high. All right, so not only we're on previous high, look at the absorption that happened in that zone. All right, so I'm thinking, all right, maybe I can take the risk now that I'm on profits. All right, maybe I can take the risk for this thing to shoot up and then come back down. That'll be all right. I mean, maybe creating a daily double top. Then let's throw in here my indicators. I know, and this is gonna get messy, so stay with me here, and you'll see that we have at the top a loud order block with also this lining here, which is part of the R1 swing trade. All right, that means taking profits. And the other one is this other box that is the money flow POC. So technically speaking, we are on retracement areas. All right. So being on a retracement, that's what you don't want to long. That's why I longed via the breakout retest or breakout retracement. And on the way up, that's what I enter. I know this is not too much, but it's still a pretty good trade. So if you would have traded this, you would have been right now at 10x at 65%. All right, being at 70x, you make the math. So far so good with this trade. And just like we talked about what it goes right, let's talk about what it doesn't go right. I mean, Ondo went perfectly, so I'm not going to talk about it just now. Sky AI also went perfectly, so I'm going to skip it. TRX, we're also in there. Hype, it is a break of structure trade. We talked about this, but I did not touch it. But this is, no, where is it? JST, come on, where is it? What? Did I just completely, no, where is it? Come on. Well, I don't quite remember where was it. All right, so I guess we're not gonna be talking about it. Nonetheless, yesterday I told you guys a long and it went downwards, so it was a stop loss. I'll find it. I don't know why it's not in here. Another one that it played out very, very nicely was Ondo. Right, Ondo, let's try to get rid of what I'm expecting or what I was drawing. All right, if you guys remember, let me bring this up. Look at the box, what I was mentioning that we could be going to, and this is important. I want to show you, despite it did not went all the way down, all right, I still took a long. How do I know what is the exact point that I jump in? Well, when I start seeing indecision candles and then one green candle and then a reversal up and then I'm also twisting back up and I have good volume, well, then I know that most likely we're not going to continue downwards. And as you can see, it was 1, 2, third candle right after its very bottom that I jumped in. So as you can see, in most of the cases, you still have a little chance to even jump in with a buffer in 1 or 2 candles, all right? So as you can see, it's not on the way down that I jumped in, it's on the way up on the confirmation that I jumped in. Very important, I already have taken 50% out of Ondo. I'm gonna be moving my stop to entry as soon as this class is over, and we're gonna keep track. TP number 1 has been hit. If you took this trade, TP number 2 is gonna be all the way up here, and TP number 3 all the way up there. And if you want to go for the indicators, you'll see that this is slightly offset, but still respect some very important areas. There we go. So as you can see, it's slightly offset. There it is. This one right here, and this one a little bit higher. What am I ignoring the tapping here? Because if I'm already up there, that will be my second take profit, and I rather take it all the way up or on the way down, or for breakout retest continuation, if that makes sense. All right, so far Ondo played out very, very nicely, and now it's time to have Bitcoin. All right, I know I leave it kind of like at the end. Bitcoin is still doing what we were expecting. All right, a range right now is touching the dynamic reactor. Very important what I mentioned, guys. If Bitcoin stalls, if Bitcoin make a range, altcoins are gonna start pumping. All right. So yeah, I mean, as we can see, everything pushed to the upside, and that is because people or degens don't like when the markets are ranging. They want some excitement, so they go take a look at low volume scenarios. Oh, this is it. All right, JST. I believe, yeah, JST. All right, so JST was the one that I was wrong. I was expecting a rejection downwards, and it just shoot up. So stopped out. All right. So as we have good trades, we also have some stopped outs. All right. So it's just part of trading. Don't get frustrated. And sometimes we ended up the days below. This is not one of those days, but it's important to talk about. I would say negative outcome when you are up in a good mood, so you don't accidentally beat a horse that is already down, if that makes sense, right? So when I'm doing good, I'm also want to remember myself, right? It doesn't always gonna be that great. I